up, shorties? What up? What up?
When the NBA's brightest stars take the court, they can create a highlight reel filled with spectacular plays.
Steve Francis sails into the next millennium.
How you want it, man? I can give it to you any kind of way, so how do you want it?
There's McGrady, look out! Can you believe that?
Every now and then, if I'm up in the air, I'm thinking, okay, should I go backwards? Or should I do a two-hand windmill? Or maybe a one-hand windmill?
Let's go home! Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen!
Each team in the league seems to have supremely talented players, and if you were building the perfect team, you could do it with any number of combinations.
When I'm on the court, I'm giving you everything. Talent, skill, caught up in the moment.
Kevin Garnett, one of the greatest players in the game. Big finish! Shoulder Wallace with a tremendous block!
You have to challenge yourself every single night. And on the court, it's me against the world.
Oh my, Jermaine O'Neal!
But in building any team, one must start with a cornerstone.
This man is unbelievable.
A signature player. The foundation. This was all-star point guard Steve Francis.
Invented that shot in midair. How about that for a high riser?
The Rockets' Steve Francis is the total package.
Takes it all the way to the basket. How did he get that up and in?
He's a feared outside shooter.
Oh, Steve Francis with a cold-blooded three.
He can also drive to the basket and finish with a flourish.
Ran over Jahidi White.
And above all, he is a true team leader.
The LA Lakers, huh? Okay.
Hey, listen, yo, they looking past us, dog. Let's come out here and play basketball, man. We can beat them, yo. Let's play Rocket basketball. Rockets on three. You know. 1, 2, 3. You know.
Roll, baby.
Let's roll. Let's roll. Stay up, Tim. El Deuce. Oh, yeah. Oh!
Hey, Coach, you want to pick and roll? You want us to switch?
Yeah.
Pick and rolls, we switching.
All right. I know they got respect. They the team we trying to beat. But at the same time, they getting a lot of little smacks and stuff. Hey, yo! That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Let's play more physical, man. They out-physical us.
Look out. Oh, Steve Francis.
Hey, give me one, boy. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Yeah. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Way to go. Yeah.
But along with all his other attributes, Francis also seemed to possess great timing. Because, unlike most high draft picks, he joined a Houston Rocket team that was ready to challenge for a championship. With established superstars like Hakeem Olajuwon and Charles Barkley there to guide him, it seemed that Steve's transition to the NBA would be a simple one. But it wasn't long after Francis arrived that Barkley and Olajuwon both succumbed to injuries. And now, with the team forced to rebuild, Francis was asked to single-handedly shoulder the burden of one of the NBA's proudest franchises. Yet despite the daunting task in front of him, Steve seemed up for it, and he would try to meet the challenge all by himself.
He's a one-man offensive gang right now.
Montego Cummings comes out on Francis. 4, down to 3, down to 2. Stevie to the middle, lays it up. Oh, 0.2 of a second left. Steve Francis goes from one baseline to the next.
But he would soon learn that in the NBA, one player can only do so much.
just under 6 seconds left to play.
All it is 1 point.
If the Rockets make the offensive play, they win. Francis pops out. Harper's all over him. You got to go. 3 seconds down to 2.
Shoot the
Francis
ball!
will not get the shot off. He did get it off, but he didn't get it off in time.
He had a middle distance shot. He was at the top of the key. He tried to get closer. You got to take what the defense gives you.
A disappointing, disheartening loss by the Houston Rockets as youth continues to hurt down the stretch.
The weight of trying to resurrect the franchise could have been an overwhelming load to bear. But Francis was able to draw upon his own painful experiences for some needed perspective.
To me, I don't think there's anything that's worse than losing your mother.
Steve's mother passed away when he was just in high school.
Just to be able to rebound and just to be able to openly talk about it from my heart and let people know that, hey, it was tough for me to deal with.
But despite his loss, Francis would never forget the life lessons that were passed on to him.
She was real poised and patient with us because boys are going to be boys. We were wild at a young age, and that really helped me when I got older, just to learn to be patient.
And when he arrived in the NBA, her guidance would continue to be a source of inspiration.
I'm going to keep striving and be the person that, my mother seen me when she was alive.
Steve would use the patience his mother had instilled to help him evolve as a player and a leader. One way he would do it was by getting his teammates more involved.
Good pass underneath to his pal, Mobley.
Francis the other way behind the back. Great pass to Anderson.
He would also motivate them with his fierce desire and will to win.
Oh, how about that? Hustle basketball by your Houston Rockets. Steal by Stevie Francis. Look out. Oh, Stevie Francis. Can Steve save it? Yes, he does. Throws it back out. Good hustle. Francis gets it back with 9 on the shot clock and hits the 3.
Whenever the Rockets needed him to take over a game by himself, Steve was more than willing to answer the call.
We're tied. 2 seconds. Right side for 3. Francis, he made it. He made it with 1/10 of a second. Unbelievable.
I think his work ethic and his attitude and his desire to improve are key factors for him, and I just think he's going to keep growing and growing.
And in a marquee matchup with the 3-time champion Lakers, Steve showed just how far he had come.
3 seconds left. Stevie down the alley! Oh!
He just answered a lot of questions on that particular play. That play illustrates the kind of game he's had tonight. He realized that he can't do it all by himself.
This game signaled the arrival, folks, of a legitimate superstar.
Now one of the league's top point guards, Steve continues to embrace every challenge that comes his way, including restoring the Rockets to prominence.
I know y'all are kind of upset that we didn't make the playoffs, but we were trying every single night. Next year is real important, not only for myself, but for all my teammates, the coaches, and we're going to come back strong next year. I just want to say thank you, and I love you. Thank you so much.
I've grown a lot as far as developing myself to be a leader, and that all comes with growing, maturing, and knowing the game of basketball. I think I've come a long way considering all that I've been through.
Steve Francis has electrified the fans.